Laetitia was always very curious about the world, very good at school. She enjoys sports a lot. She has plenty of friends. They loved her.
It was a really hot day.
I was riding a horse behind her and I saw her falling.
She fell badly in the wrong way, just on the top of her neck.
I couldn't move.
He learned from her doctors that it was a spinal cord injury and that it was bad, and everything collapsed.
She woke up in intensive care. She couldn't breathe on her own at that time. She had a tube down her throat, and above the shoulder, nothing was moving.
I decided to make a promise to Laetitia. I looked at her in the eyes. I said, Laetitia, my promise to you is 100% recovery. We will not accept 99%. I decided to find the very best place on earth for her rehabilitation. Very quickly, it became clear that the RIC, the Rehab Institute of Chicago, was the very best.
We flew from Beirut. We could hold her just with the sheet because she couldn't move.
We arrived here and the ambulance was waiting for her at the airport. And we went through customs and she was on a stretcher.
She was paralyzed from her arms on down.
There appeared to be very little hope that she would recover much in the way of neurologic function, let alone the ability to ever walk again.
At RIC, we have a team that is skilled and talented and frankly gifted in spinal cord injury care unlike any other team anywhere in the world.
It was amazing. The very first day, immediately we felt that people were in control. Oh. They knew exactly what to do.
Where we find movement, we try and excite that movement. Good. Because that's the building block actually to more neural recovery.
It was kind of really hard in the beginning.
Never did I hear a negative word.
Figure out a way to get up.
Problems were turned into challenges.
Almost.
That is very different from what you experience elsewhere in the world.
Push, push, push.
You try to push to do more. There's a period of time of recovery that we know is very crucial. And so the more that you push, the more that you can really accomplish.
Good.
Her hand function, which is nerves that come out at the lower part of the neck, were weak.
Good.
Yeah.
How are you doing with the socks, by the way? You want to try them?
Dressing skills are very complicated skills to learn with a spinal cord injury. To be able to go tip to tip with your fingers and pull up a sock is a very challenging activity.
Oh, good, you got it.
Yay!
Every day, she was getting better and better.
Like putting nail polish on my finger is kind of important because it makes me look pretty.
Day after day,
Woo!
little battle after little battle.
1, 2, 3. Push.
The first time I felt really good at RIC was when I stood up.
Squeeze. Squeeze.
The number of patients that we see with spinal cord injury surpasses any other organization.
Okay, you ready to walk?
And when you see a high volume of patients with spinal cord injury, you get really good at it.
Voilà.
And when she took her first step, it was really amazing.
Laetitia was a beneficiary of the knowledge gained through spinal cord injury research at RIC.
Some of the devices and the innovative treatments that we developed and studied here,
There you go. Toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up.
we were able to utilize with Laetitia.
Bravo, Lulu. Go, Miss Laetitia.
I had kind of a date and I didn't want to take my cane because I wanted him to hold my hand. So to meet him, I walked by myself and it was great.
Avec le support du meilleur centre de rééducation au monde, le Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago.
If you want to understand why Laetitia has recovered so well and so fast, No doubt that the major ingredient is the excellence at RIC.
I know that it's thanks to the RIC that I'm working now.
The example of Laetitia is a wonderful illustration of what's possible in our field.
The next great hurdle in human disease is in brain and spinal cord.
Regenerative medicine is going to be having science actually help the body repair things that it cannot repair by itself.
The advances we are going to see over the next 20 to 25 years are going to be astounding.
It's always the innovators, it's always the people who are at the cutting edge of science and medicine who change the field. RIC is the leader. They are number one. They are changing the field.
Our new hospital will be unlike any other rehabilitation hospital in the world.
A center where the advancement of human ability will take place, unlike any other place in the world. And we're about to bring it on a world stage in a much different way, in a much bolder way. The Laetitias of the future, they will have a science team that they will see every day, similar to their clinical team that they will see every day. That offers hope. That drives progress. We know that science is at a point in its history where it can deliver cures.
This is the place, and this is the moment.
All we need now is investors.
RIC is a place not for the US, it is a place for the world. I'm talking as a father, and the outcome is here. They saved Laetitia.
I'm what I am now because of the RIC.